Working with an adventure camp. Catered to ADHD kids and they're back down the river. Up in the back end of our route, safety boat. On the front end is the game around 50 miles. And then the game was quickly into the water. Not our time during our trip, and then 3 more quickly follow. Right here at this rock. Now I'm in the back, I'm questioning things quite a bit. Wondering about an emergency. Everyone jumping out. Next thing I knew it, chaos pursued. Yeah, Oreos began to radiate out from Picnic Rock. 18 campers in the water just like that. We did get them all back on board. But you know, you don't give candy to a kid for like 5 days, playing Oreos or not, they don't care. Full send, they don't jump. Now to hit you up with some knowledge about this river, this is the Nantahala River, Nantahala or Nantahala. That is itself another Cherokee word. Got a lot of influence in this area. Name this river, Nantahala, in their language, it means land of the noonday sun. Give it a name because it sits deep in the gorge, only fully exposed to sunlight at high noon. Any other time, you got shadows casting down from the ridge lines, 20 different peaks surrounding the river. Occasionally, a nice fog will settle over the rivers around here. Cherokee believe that fog is pretty special. They called it Coachee. Coachee said to be the spirit of the forest. Show of hands, anybody ever been on the Nan in the group? Oh, 1, 2, 3. Right here. Let me ask you this, how cold is that water? They go cold, yeah. Very cold. This water runs 15 degrees cooler than the majority of rivers around. The reason? It's a pipe-fed river. Yeah, they do release in the morning, stop to release in the evening. Do so to have a consistent energy source above down, consistent refrigeration as well. Because the majority of the water is pulled from the bottom of the lake, it means the water here stays consistently between 52 to 48 degrees year-round. Even in June, July, August, you pull off real quick, traveling on the Nan. Real quick. Now, if you're in cold water recreating, the recommendation you take a big cupful of it and splash the top of your head, back of your neck. It'll give you cold chills, goosebumps. But you do this to acclimatize yourself. In case you happen to have this out-of-boat experience, you hit that really cold water, yeah, you don't immediately gasp in, can't catch your breath while swimming. Not any fun. This road we're seeing, that is Highway 19. On the south end, it'll take you down to Sarasota, Florida. North end all the way up to Pennsylvania. Lots of turns throughout, one continuous highway. Oh, that's a close rock right there. Good question. The original Dennis rail line is delivering out different supplies, goods, logging. They started in 1885 from Asheville, finished out here about the turn of the century. Now I know we've seen a few different boats coming down, saw some whitewater canoes, kayaks, rafts are categorized into R's. And it's not just a pirate joke. You have R2s, R3s, R4s, and R5s even out west. That's based on the number of thwarts that you have in that boat, those inflatable column rows. We might see duckies or funyaks. Those are those inflatable kayaks, little sit-ins, one seat kind of down low in the water. Sometimes those funyaks, they'll have 2 seats. Then they're just called divorce canoes. Now I know a lot of people come up for this leaf changing season, and like I said, we're getting into it real nice. Oh yeah. Weather adds a lot to that. It's been unseasonably warm, that's why the later release or later return. The last few years, unseasonably warm and dry. Now the dryness causes us to have a turn into September, a leaf changing turn, die off, then a later turning start in November. So not really a true peak, everything's spread out over a month and a half time. This I know that seems like an ambiguous number. Put it in perspective, all of Europe, just 86. Yep, 141 up here. When you have an elevation gain of 1,000 feet, you have a typical mean temperature difference of 7 degrees. What that really means when you get into the highlands area, everything above 3,000, they're able to sustain certain tree life, and with all the rain they get up, you have to go as far as upstate New York to see the same winter vegetation that can survive year-round down here. And we are a temperate rainforest. We get about 90 inches of rain a year. Here in a second, coming back down to that cave system that I mentioned a bit ago. We're looking for an 82 post. As soon as we see that 82, these caves will come down the line. Boom, right on top. So the first one large cave, a singular opening, we'll soon see. Yep, you can see it in forward way coming down, the rear view, an opening. It's like planting in my high spot. Now the next set, 2 small holes. They come in at a 45-degree angle. We'll pass the utility pole, and then you'll see these 2 small holes coming down the way. Yep, there's our pole. Here are those 2 small holes. And in the last set, 3 distinguishable openings, caves, you'll see shortly after. Like I said, they used to travel as far as 1,200 feet back in the mountain. Not so anymore. Deepest one, only about 30 yards. They were collapsed. Yep. Some naturally rose by the U.S. Slowly making our way down towards the end of the Sea and Outdoor Center. When we get in a little closer, I'll point out the Appalachian Trail. 18 cuts right through this center. Appalachian Trail goes from Georgia to Maine, just under 2,200 miles. It takes on average 6 months to complete 5 billion steps. That's billion with a B. Fastest person to do it, North Carolinian, did the whole thing, 47 days. Yeah, he's hauling it. In a moment, you'll see a little suspension bridge. Might have saw it as we were coming up the river. A lot of different sections on the Nan, the Tuck that's got these bridges. If you were to have one person on it, they do have a little bit of bounce in it. And there's a comical sign that reads kind of on top of it, 4-person limited. Might have saw it, yeah. Now let me tell you, that is not a suggestion, okay? Me and my buddies, we were rafting a couple years ago, coming down the way. There were 9 adults on this suspension bridge. Yeah, as we got closer in, the sag in it, pretty extreme. I told my boat, I said, listen, I know we don't hear banjo music, but I need you to paddle fast. Let's get underneath. Now I hope you folks take the little room, okay? Because when you come back on board, we start heading back the other way. Well, I'm going to be doing dessert for you guys. Oh, yeah. And we're here in October. We got a special dessert, a nice pumpkin pie. Oh, that's right. Now, this pumpkin pie is very special to me. It's my grandmother's recipe.